Happy Monday! Good to see you today. All right, so we are going to get crafty with it. All right, so today we are making, I always like to pick a little theme for the crafts. So today's theme is circle crafts, I guess. So here we go. All right, so I'm kind of in this like mode of like making like little tiny books and things. I love everything that's miniature. I just love tiny stuff. It makes me so happy. So speaking of happiness, that is one of the first things you'll see is this fun little thing. It has a score line, a fold line in the middle right here, that you fold that in half, and it says wishing you happiness. Yay! Because I love things that bring joy and happiness. Okay, so after you fold that in half, the other little pages that are going to go in it are going to be these two right here. Okay, so you can fold this up and of course create it however you would like, but I'm going to show you how I did it because I think this is super fun. So what you're going to first do is with each of your circles, you're going to do the same thing with both of these papers. You're first going to fold it in half, then you're going to unfold it, and then you're going to fold it in half this way, so that you've created an even X in the middle of the circle. All right, so you have that. And then on one of those diagonals here, you're also going to hold it this way. All right, and just make sure that that's right in half, and you can figure that out by lining up your creases on top of each other, matching up the tops and bottoms, and you're going to crease that. Okay, and I like to actually fold all of those in half the opposite way as well, so that I know for sure I got really nice good crease lines. And because of the way this little book is going to fold, I want to make sure that those folds are going to want to fold one way or the other. All right, so once I've done that, then I'm going to go back and with the other one and do the same thing. So fold in half this way, might as well fold them opposite at the same time here. Then this way, and opposite, and then the one diagonal, matching up my diagonal lines underneath, and then might as well go back as well. Okay. All right, so now once you have that, see how there's a larger triangle here, and then you have a smaller triangle, okay? See how this guy is a little bit smaller, and this one right here is a little bit larger. Can you guys see that? Okay, so the larger ones, all right, on one of the larger ones, you're going to take your glue, and I'm going to use my Nuvo glue, which is my fine line glue. And on that larger triangle piece, I am going to do a line of glue about that, okay? All right, now on the other one of these, I'm going to match up those bigger triangles, okay? So that a big triangle matches up with a big triangle, all right? So that is the most important part, okay? And then you're going to squish that and seal that together. You should hold it for about 10 seconds. Okay, so then you're going to take the other big triangle down here and you're going to fold it up, but as you do so, you're actually going to fold the little triangle sections in, okay, like this. And you're going to do that there, and you're going to do that on this opposite side too. All right, like this. Okay, and you're going to do the same thing with the other side. So as you fold those in, you fold it up like that, okay? Now on this big triangle here, you're going to put some glue. I'm going to put it all the way around like that, okay? And then I'm going to stick that down, okay? So when I open this up, right here on the bottom, I'm going to stick this down like so, like this. All right, and I'm matching up my rounded edge, okay? Like this. So it should be nice and clean right here. Now, I'm going to do the same thing on this one here. I'm going to flip this over. I'm going to put glue right here. And I'm going to pull this over, and I'm going to match it up again with the rounded edge. So it's nice and flush with that edge. So there's no white showing, okay? And if you want to make sure that it's going the right place, you can always fold it and make sure. And there we have it. Look how cute that is. Look how fun this is. I love it. I love it. Yay. So cute. Okay, so this is like this fun little book, which brings me so much joy just like by itself. But even better, now you have all these fun little goodies to decorate it with. But before we get there, I am going to, where are my scissors at? Okay. So this piece of paper here is from the Graphic 45, and it's a fruit line. I want to tell you right off the bat that everyone is getting a different piece. Because the paper, it does not have grapes all over it like this paper does. Every piece is a little bit different, which is really cool. It's a piece of 12 by 12 paper, so the pattern is different fruit all over. But you can cut it up and kind of fussy cut it and kind of do different things to create like different fun little elements of it. And then you also have this piece of brown paper in there too. And so I thought it'd be kind of cool if you like cut out little things, and you can make like cute little tags or something. You can make a cute little tag by cutting a corner off like so, and then taking that corner piece and putting it on the other side, and that matches it up with the other corner so that you get a nice clean cut on the other side. So then you get a nice even little tag shape. And then you can use, I'm using a small hole punch here to add a cute little hole for my little tag. And then you have some twine that I've sent with you, and you can use some of your twine to make cute little strings for your tags if you would like, to make a cute little pull out or something. And you can make all sorts of fun little things to put inside your cute little book. I thought it'd be kind of fun to, just make a little book of things that make you happy. Because right now it's just like such a hard time where it's hard to find lots of things that bring people joy. And so I wanted to, help you guys find those things that, can bring you happiness and joy right now. So I got a cute little tag topper on there. And then the reason why I wanted you only a single line of glue on this is because look, this can be a little holder for a tag. How fun. And so I thought that would be kind of cute. You can stick little things or little secret messages. So I'm going to get out my fun little pens, and I'm going to write, say, I like this one. I'm going to write happy thoughts. And then you can write like something happy on the other side. How sweet is that? Cute. And then you can tuck that in there. And what's also fun is you can then, like I was saying, you can kind of fussy cut some of your little shapes here, some of your little fruits, and then you can kind of stick them in your little book. And so that way you can kind of make it kind of fun and sweet. And I don't know if you guys have little butterflies on yours, but all of you guys have a little stenciled butterfly on the front of your little circle book here. So, all right, I'm fussy cutting this little butterfly here so it can be kind of fun. I want him to be kind of in my book. Whenever I cut out a butterfly, I always do this thing where I kind of bend at the body, and then I only glue the body down because I like the idea of the butterfly kind of taking off. Kind of like this. Got a little dimension. Kind of like that. And I kind of put the orange in there as kind of a little secret. Kind of fun. I kind of did that upside down, but it doesn't really matter. And I'm going to do the little plums. And you can, like, if you're making this for a friend, you can write like little secret notes or little messages. I need to cut this smaller. It's not going to fit in there. Too bad to put glue on it already. Oh well. That's kind of fun. All right, and then I wanted to put my little tag up here. And the back side of this is kind of cool because it just has some kind of collage kind of images on it. There's like a little flower shape and some other fun little things. But I'm actually going to take my paper cutter. Use my guillotine style cutter here. I'm just going to cut little sections. And what I like about stuff like this is when you have a little scrap like this, you can easily make a cute little flag by cutting these little kind of triangles or little flag kind of chevron shapes out of the side. And like I said, it makes a really quick little flag shape like this. And so then you can kind of bend it and you can kind of give it a little bit of texture and you can add that in there. I think for what I'm doing here, I don't want it to kind of stand up so much, and actually I need it to be about half that size. So I'm going to make it little. I'm going to make little ones. And if you don't have a white pen, you can use a little white piece of paper to put on top of this so that you can write a fun little word. I do have a white gel pen, so I'm gonna write, let's see, I'm gonna write fun little things like love and joy, because these are the things that I love to experience. And this is my little happiness book here. I'm going to do my little dot groupings because I really like to do dot groupings because I feel like it just always makes things look a little bit more full. You can see what I mean here in just a second. So I made these cute little labels, love and joy. I'm going to stick those inside. So we have love and joy here. Aw, so fun. So now when you open this up, whoops, got my little secret tag in here. Oh no, tag. I want my tag to kind of tuck in and be kind of secret. Okay, so we have wishing you happiness, and as you open it up, you got the little tag on the side here, kind of peeking in. You can kind of go if it was like of my little plum. I have, it says joy right here, and it says love right here, and I have the little orange and the little butterfly. And so you can add in like fun little different elements and things. I'm going to go in here now and I'm going to add some like little doodles and some fun little things like that. This pages will fold flat if you kind of hold it down in place, and you can kind of draw like fun little things here, you know. And when I was a kid, I loved to do little notes and things for my friends, and it always kind of like made me even more happy if it was like a way more fun fold. And so as an adult, I just love doing that kind of even more. And so you can always like write a note to your friend, or in this case, I just like to do things that are just kind of bringing me joy right now. And so you can do kind of fun little things, even if it's just like lines and dashes, you know, something that's maybe meditative, or you can do like little fun little swirls. You know, you can kind of just do whatever kind of your heart kind of desires here. All right, so I'm gonna go in here, kind of fill this up a little bit because I want it to be kind of fun. Let's see, I'm gonna say, what do I want to do in here? I could just do a series of doodles because it's kind of classic Ellie's to kind of doodle. I love to doodly doodly doodly. Hope you guys are all having a wonderful day so far. Sorry, I also apparently like to make little sound effects when I doodle. Do you guys do that? Make little sound effects? All right. Okay, so we just got some fun little things kind of going on in here. All right, so then once you're kind of satisfied with what you're going to do there, then you can kind of close it on up. I might go in and add some more later. We'll see. I haven't decided yet. Then you can close it by tying around your little bit of your twine here. Now I want it to glue down just a tiny little bit, so I'm going to do a super fine line little bit of glue on the back side of my little book here. I'm calling it a book, quote unquote book. And I'm going to just pull this around and kind of hold it in place on that glue. I'm going to hold it in place for about 10 seconds, and I'm actually going to hold it in place for about 10 seconds. La 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 la, 10 seconds. Okay, that's got to be 10 seconds. All right, and then you can fold that around and tie in a cute little bow or a little knot or whatever you have enough twine for there. And suddenly you have a cute little book. Okay, hold on. I have finished tying my little bow. I'm getting all excited saying it's finished when I have not quite finished tying it. Oh, come on. I cut my ribbon or my twine just a tiny bit too short. All right, and there we have it. So cute. wishing you happiness. Yay, I love it. All right, so that is craft number 1. All right, now we're going to get into craft number 2. I'm going to put all this to the side. So the next thing is this. Again, I just love making little books. So what you have here are the pages, which are, you get 6 little panels here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Perfect. All right, and then there's little pieces here, and they're scored in the middle, so they fold up. So you're going to go ahead and fold those in half. All right. Now, what I did was I put glue. I put this on here. I want to have that folded, and then I'm going to set this first page on, and there's about 1/8 of an inch on the side here, so that way when your page is open, and you're going to put glue on the back, and when your pages open up, they're not going to be bonking into each other. So when you put another page on the back side and you close that, you're going to be lining up your pages to make sure that they match, okay? So you should get something like this. Then you're going to put another hinge on the other side. You put some glue. Okay, so you open this up, you're going to put some glue right here on this one. Your hinge, okay, another page has to go on this side, okay? So you need to put your hinge like this so that a page can go on this one. So that goes here. So you want to line that up to make sure that it looks about even with the one on the other side. Then you're going to put some glue here. And this page is going to go on. You're going to make sure it lines up with the page underneath it, okay? So it should look like this. All right. Okay, so we're going to continue to do that with all of them, making sure that when you lay this accordion piece down, that if you have an accordion piece underneath it, that it's lining up. And same with your circles. There's a circle underneath it, you want to make sure it lines up. All right, so this is a really quick and easy way to make an accordion book, but with circles. Yay! I love this. Super fun. It's just, again, I love little mini things, and I love little mini books. All right. Whoops. I almost glued a circle on top of another circle. I was like, why do I have all this one hinge left? You should not have any hinges left. Everyone should have 5 hinges and 6 pages. All right. So then, when you have your book all glued together, should look like this. Oh, come on. Da, 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 da. Okay, now the fun part. So I wanted, and so by the way, it should have one is on one side, and then you have your hinge on this side, hinge on the back side, hinge on the front side. So if you does not like that, rewind the video and rewatch it again, so that you make sure that your hinges are kind of going every other. Okay. All right, so now I wanted to color my pages. You can color your pages with markers. You can color your pages with watercolors. You can color your pages with colored pencils. You can use whatever you'd like. I am going to use watercolors today because I love using my watercolors. You can also use watercolor pencils, work great too. So when I do my watercoloring, and especially if I'm working with a watercolor palette like this, I always start out by spritzing it down with a little bit of water. This activates all of your watercolor paints so that they're ready to go, and so that your colors can be nice and vibrant and concentrated. What I want to do here is I just want to color my panels different colors. So this is a water brush. A water brush has water already in it, and then it's a paintbrush, which is super cool. So I'm a classic yellow gal. I mean, I'm a classic rainbow gal. A yellow gal. I'm a rainbow gal. I love everything rainbow. So I'm going to start right here, and I'm just going to color this yellow. I'm just going to do a quick wash. A wash is when you just brush on a bunch of color really fast. You color the whole background. I guess it's not really fast. I like to do it really fast because I'm just colorizing it because I'm going to go in and add some doodles and things on top of it when I'm all done. Now you can do whatever you want with your book. You can, if you want to leave the whole thing white, go for it. You should do whatever inspires you. I'm squirting out a little bit of extra water into my colors here because I want them to be a little bit more diluted and also a little bit more wet. This is solar white cardstock that I've used here for your little books, which means that it will hold water nicely, and you can float waters on here if you want to get kind of a different look. If you're wondering what I'm talking about when I say float color, I will show you. I'm squirting out color from a water brush here. So squirting, so when you're floating color, it means you're squirting out a bunch of water onto your piece of paper here. You're covering the whole thing with water. Then you're picking up color, like so, or like here, and you're just putting it in like this. And it's floating inside that watercolor and kind of splurting out kind of all on its own. People sometimes like to do this because it has less control, which means that you don't really know where your watercolors are going to go. And kind of float them kind of like this. So my brush isn't really big enough to float a lot of color on here, so I'm actually going to pull off some of this color. And then as it dries, it'll kind of create these kind of different kind of shapes in watercolor shapes there. So you kind of get that watercolor kind of a look. Okay. And what's kind of cool here is you can go from the light and into your darker colors. If you want to pick up and kind of do like kind of duotone, you kind of have fun with doing your watercolors. If you want to just do a bunch of little mini watercolor images, you can make your own little mini watercolor book. Oh my gosh, we'll call that. That's what today's crafts will be called. Circle books and circle crafts and a little mini watercolor book. Love it. And I think since I'm already starting to color this little hinge here by accident, I'm actually going to go in here and color all my little hinges because I kind of like that. And see how concentrated this color is. Ooh, that's a beautiful color. Love that. Okay. And we're going to go in to my next color here. All right. Now we're going to go into the blues. What color did I do on the back? I did do green on that one. All right, this is going to be a cool tones watercolor book, you guys. Because I don't think, I might be able to go into purple here. I might be able to get a little bit of pink. We will see how it comes along. You guys get to watch in the process, the inspiration. I always use the physical brush itself to kind of move my inks around. It's just kind of my style. I guess everyone kind of has a different kind of unique kind of style that works well for them. That's the style that works well for me. Okay. I'm just going to do one side and then, actually, we'll see how much time I have. Sometimes, it's never my intention that these videos are like half an hour long. But you know what? I miss you guys and I love creating with people, and this is just kind of fun. It's just kind of fun to kind of be involved and kind of be like, oh, I'm going to do this. Now I'm going to do this. Yes, I did do that on purpose for those of you that saw me put blue down. I want this to kind of even to like the blue purple kind of the colors here, especially because I did a lot of cool tones and didn't leave a lot of space here for my warm tones. All right, I'm going to do into pink. And I might go a little bit into this kind of corally red. Ooh, that's a beautiful color. All right, I think upon hindsight here, I'm going to add a little bit of orange down there to my yellow. Okay. All right, and I'm actually going to go in here and add a few other colors for my hinges. I want this one to be hot pink. And I think I'm going to do